What's going on, creeps? Mike Hill Hobbies. We're in the studio. Today we're gonna try to make our own foam pumpkins the easy way. What you're gonna need is some spray foam, a beach ball, some masking tape, plastic bags, or just some plastic spray bottles, spritz water on the foam, and some good old creativity. I love pumpkins for Halloween decorations, and if you're into decorating for Halloween, you probably do too. Of course, you can make some really, really cool pumpkins with this paper mache, just like I've got right here. And you can do all kinds of creepy faces or happy ones or scary ones or whatever you want to do. The only problem with this paper mache pumpkins is you got to do your paper mache, then you got to come back, do your paper clay, let that dry, paper clay, let that dry, paper clay, let that dry, so on and so forth. Then you got to cut things out. You got to cut out the bottom. You got to go back through and waterproof everything. You got to make your stem, and then you got to come back through and paint it, and then you got to seal all that paint. It's a lot of steps. It's really easy to do. The problem is you just have to wait so long in between because everything has to be completely dry so nothing molds. But of course they come out really awesome. Once you get those things painted and done, I mean, they can come out really, really cool. And they're 100% waterproof if you do them the way I do. I use that like white clear roof sealant. It's like a reflectant, so it helps cool down roofs. I put that all over the whole thing. It completely water seals it. I've had these outside for 30 days, rain, all kinds of weather, no issues at all. Like I said, the only problem with these is the wait time. You gotta wait so long in between coats for everything to dry up. So let's try something new. Once you got your beach ball full and you have your bowl, you're gonna sit your beach ball down on the bowl. And whatever half is sticking up, you're gonna come through with your spray foam and just make lines all the way across that beach ball. Don't build it up too high, just go back and forth. Once you have the area complete with the foam that you wanna start with, then you're gonna take your water and you're gonna spritz all over it, and you need to wait 4 minutes. Wait 4 minutes. Then you come back and you can mold that foam. So we're gonna try this out. Once you got your beach ball full, get your plastic bags and just start putting them all around there and taping them if you have to. I'm going to leave this little area uncovered. That way I can open this up and squeeze the air out of the beach ball once the foam is all dry. I am not gonna waste my time putting plastic bags on this $1.25 beach ball. I'm gonna put the foam right on it. Get your bowl. Set your beach ball down however you would like it. I think it is going to be best to have the top and bottom on the sides and just pick one of these colored sections, go back and forth, and then give it the 4 minutes and mold it after we spray it with the water. And then I will come back and do each section. It may be easier or it may look better to just do like half of the beach ball and come back and mold it that way. But I think what I'm gonna start with is just doing one section. It's 4 minutes. You come back and mold this, and then you can move right to the next side. This will take way less time. I mean, way less time than doing paper mache pumpkins. Even though those are still really cool, and I'm still gonna make those because they're just awesome. This may be a much, much easier and better way. It's definitely gonna be more lightweight, and if you wanna make any kind of props and have a pumpkin head, this is gonna be the way to go because it's just gonna be that much lighter. So get rid of the bags and get rid of the tape. Save some money on tape. I got this on the bowl. I'm gonna shake up the foam here. I'm gonna start squirting it on there, spritz it with the water, and give it 4 minutes. I am using this GE brand. This is from Walmart. They're like $3.70 or something like that at the time I'm making this video. The Loctite brand I hear is really good for this. It's just a little bit more expensive, and I'm trying to go the cheapest route. Let's put the foam on here. Not sure where to start. I think I'll just hold it over the bowl and do it. I'm gonna try not to go too thick. Sometimes it's hard not to because you press a little bit too hard on the nozzle. Okay. That's what I'm gonna work with right there. So I got one whole section just filled in with that spray foam. Now I'm gonna spritz it with water. Some people say to just lightly mist it. I do quite a bit. Got the spray foam all over that side. It is sprayed down with water, and I'm just gonna give it the 4 minutes wait, come back through and start molding that into the shape that I would like right there. So I think I will probably come in the middle and try to make another groove. So I'll have a groove here and a groove here, because that's just kind of wide like that. Hopefully this works. It's been 4 minutes. I'm gonna come through now and start trying to sculpt this here. Gonna try to go this way since that's the direction of the lines. If you put your hand on here and it sticks to you too much, just give it another minute. Just try to push it down the best you can. I'm gonna try to keep a groove right here. Got like a massive air bubble there. There we go. Push some of that out. You can see there, still got some pretty good working time. Try to make my groove here. And I got my groove over here on the side. And groove over here on this side. Oh, I think this is actually gonna work. It's gonna look like a nasty, creepy pumpkin. This is gonna be great. I think this is gonna work. I'm loving it. Same thing. Just work your foam back and forth. And get your water bottle, spritz it, wait 4 minutes. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. It's been 4 minutes. Let's come through and mash all that together just like we did that side. So cool. Just kind of peeling this side over a little bit, like peeling it over. That seems to be working better. Don't peel it too much though, or you'll be too flat. Oh yeah, this is gonna work out wonderfully. I am so glad that this works. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest done. It's just gonna be the exact same way as this. I think it looks pretty good for a starter. I kind of tried to make a stem with some vines up there. I think it'll look okay once I start adding some latex and cotton balls. I think this is pretty good. And I'm gonna go ahead and let the air out of the balloon here. See if I can't peel that balloon out. I think what I'm gonna do is sacrifice this balloon. Sorry. I mean, not balloon. Beach ball. We sacrificed the beach ball here, but it is peeling off of the foam, which is wonderful. Oh yeah, this is cool. There it is. A foam pumpkin. This thing is so light. This is gonna be perfect for a prop head. Not quite sure how I'm gonna do it. I don't know if I want to smooth it out or if I want to leave it just nasty like that. I kind of like that nasty look. We can always do another one and smooth it out and see how we like the looks of that, but I think this actually looks pretty cool the way it is. Maybe I'm going to try to sand a little bit just to see how it's going to work, to maybe sand in the grooves. You can see in there, it's fairly thick. So, very cool. Foam pumpkin. You don't have to do the stem like this, and I'm probably gonna come through and adjust that once it's all dry, but I'm gonna let this dry and then I will. It is the very next day and everything is absolutely 100% dry. I did go ahead and shave up the stem here. It looked ridiculous the way it was, so cutting that back. Now I'm gonna add some liquid latex on here, some toilet paper and cotton balls unrolled, just to kind of give it a little more organic look. At this point, you can pretty much go ahead and draw your face, figure out the face you wanna do, then just get a knife and cut your face out just like you would a regular pumpkin or a regular foam pumpkin. I mean, this thing's just a foam pumpkin ready to go. So you wanna sit this thing down and figure out the best area to draw your face. And I thought mine was gonna be here, and then I went ahead and went with the other side, and I'm just making it look like a creepy, just freakish pumpkin. So I went with a lot of teeth, some eyes like that, and just a regular triangle nose. And I think this thing is going to look really, really cool when it is all done and painted. So what does everybody think? I mean, I think it looks really cool the way it is for the idea that I have that I'm gonna use this for. I'm gonna make a Halloween pumpkin genie man. So I need to build the body. I'm gonna go from the neck down to the waist with a body, and then have the arms. I wanna have one arm up, one arm down, kind of like that. Maybe even holding a smaller pumpkin, maybe not. Maybe just the hands kind of like this. And then from the waist down to possibly a hay bale, or even like some type of a genie lamp, I'm gonna do one of those cloud ceiling lights. So instead of being on the ceiling, it's just gonna be all around from the base or the vase. Probably gonna use a little hay bale or a bale of straw. So coming up from that, all the way to the waist is gonna be the cloud light with the LED RGB lights in there, going all up the back, and then across the shoulders, and then probably from the hand to the other hand to look like it's shooting lightning across. I'm gonna go ahead and finish cutting all of this out. I'm just gonna do it off camera. You're just cutting a foam pumpkin. Top, I'm just gonna do, like I said, I'm gonna coat it with a little bit of liquid latex, take some cotton ball strands and run it down like the roots, and maybe some toilet paper pieces just to kind of, you know, give it that witch wood, I think it's called, kind of look. So that is what I am going to do very next. Real quick, I wanna give a shout out to Candlesticks and Cobwebs channel. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. He does a lot of really cool DIY props, makes some really awesome Halloween stuff, and he does it all year long. So go check his channel out. It's really, really cool. I happen to have some mixed up red liquid latex. It doesn't matter, it's gonna get painted. Just have some regular liquid latex. This just happens to be what I got, so that's what I'm gonna use. Little throwaway brush, doesn't matter what kind of brush you use. And some cotton balls. You just take these cotton balls and unroll them like so, and you can pull them apart so you can get your kind of strands of veins or whatever you want to call it. And this is toilet paper. You just rip it up into strips, and then I just twist them up like that. So you take your liquid latex and you're gonna put it wherever you want to put it. I'm just happen to do mine on the stem right here just to kind of fill in these holes and give the roots something to stick to. Whatever brush you use, make sure it's a throwaway because it's not gonna last. I have tried all different kinds of ways to try to wash the latex out of them on regular brushes and foam brushes, and it just doesn't seem to work for me. So maybe you'll figure something out. Maybe you've already got something figured out. For me, I don't have anything figured out. So that was about the extent of what I had there. Go ahead and put a little more in. Close this back up. I use these little Tupperware things. They work fantastically for keeping your liquid latex still able to use. Just gonna cover this whole stem because it's gonna help hide all those holes. And once I waterproof it, they're all gonna get hid anyway. This is just reassuring that it's gonna look a lot better. Just get a little on the top here. This stuff is red because I did a zombie head and I mixed in some red paint. That way when it dried, it would have that bloody look. And this also has some fake blood mixed into it. So when it dries, it looks really good. It looks like fake blood. So now I got some cotton balls here unrolled. I'm just gonna kind of stick it on there, push it into place, and then just work it up the stem so it has that kind of pumpkin look there. I kind of prefer when you're doing this step to not have these foam brushes, but I've only got a couple of regular brushes left right now until I go to the store. So this is what I'm using. That cotton just likes to stick to these foam brushes, and maybe it'll make it look cooler, and maybe not. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work actually. Okay, never mind. Not gonna be using the foam brush for this. So I'm gonna use this Dollar Tree brush. Big deal. You get like 3 or 4 in a pack for $1.25, so it's a good deal. And this is just to kind of hide that kind of weird look that came out on that. Make sure wherever you're gonna put it, you put a little liquid latex to act as your glue. Just like so. And then come through and hit it with the liquid latex. Try to fill that cotton ball up with liquid latex. If not, it's gonna be soft on you after the outside dries. So try to get it all full of liquid latex. It's gonna look kind of like so. You could use paper mache paste for this right here. I'm just gonna use the latex. It's really sticky once it's dry, so shouldn't worry about anything coming off. I think that's gonna look a lot better with those kind of stems going up it like that, rather than just cut like that. So just go through and add as many as you want. Use toilet paper, use cotton balls. Either way, it is going to look really good. I'm gonna go ahead and finish that and then I'll be back. All right, that is what I'm going for. Definitely looks a lot better having some buildup on there instead of just those solid cuts like that. Once it's dry and painted, it's gonna look really good. Just needed to touch that up a little bit. I think it's gonna look really good though. So that liquid latex has to dry. That takes an hour to maybe 3 hours sometimes, depends on humidity and temperature.